Hello everyone, this is Robyn. Welcome to my Fable Friends online class video. If you're new to my online classes, thank you so much for signing up. I hope you have a great time today. These videos are a little more casual. I want you to feel as if you're in my craft room with me. So get some snacks, get your favorite beverage to sip on, and just take your time. You can press pause. You can speed it up, whatever you'd like to do. This is your video to do what you like. I recommend that you save this video in a folder in on your email, so I don't have to look it up for you later if you miss it. It's just nice to keep them all in a folder for you guys, nice and organized. Okay, so this is what you should have received in your class packet. Now, if you're my full customer, if you signed up as a customer and not on my team, I accidentally threw a whole entire package of the linen thread. That's actually for my next class, so it's just a bonus for you guys. A little bonus that I accidentally threw in your package. If you did sign up for the other class, you're going to get another one as well. So thank you again for signing up for my class. There's a little surprise in there for you. Okay, we will jump right in. You will need the Fable Friends stamp set, the watercolor pencils. Now these are the ones that are in our catalog that are the full. We also have a smaller set in the catalog, and then we also have one that was available for 1 month only. So I'm using the colors that are in this set. This is just the basic. I just call it the basic. There's 13 pencils in here. And you will need blender pens. And I am probably just going to use, you can use 1 or 2, however many you'd like. It's nice to have fresh ones, so you have some in your pack. You'll need a Stays-On ink pad, or if you have our black archival ink pad, the basic black that we no longer carry, that also works with the watercolor pencils, but we just can't get it anymore, so we use the Stays-On. The Stays-On works with that. Now you have your class packet of materials. I'm going to go ahead and open this up in my bright shiny pink package. Just carefully do this. Be careful because you do have, I think I put the pencils in most of them unless you had substitution. The pencils and your bonus linen thread is in there, which the linen thread is nice to have because there's so many things you can use with it. And I just cut straight through here. Some of you like to save it and repurpose it, and you can totally do that as well. All right, I'm going to open this up in my packaging. I've never done that before where I've ripped it. All right, where's my top? So if you will not have, most of you won't have this chipboard on top. I put that in for my team members of Pink Stampers. So if you're on my team of Pink Stampers, you have the opportunity to also just pre-order the class packet of materials for a smaller fee, and then you, as a team member, you can just order the product from yourself. It's $99 to sign up to be on my team of Pink Stampers to receive the starter kit from Stampin' Up. So if you're interested, just let me know. I have all the information directly on my website, mypinkstamper.com. You can just click on Join My Team, and you can see if you'd like to do it for the discount or maybe do it as a business. It's completely up to you. All right, so in your pack of materials, you'll have 6 Whisper White envelopes. You can stamp these up, do whatever you like. I just like to throw them in as a bonus for your class packet for this class. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start. Well, let me tell you where you can find the class supply list. On top of the bottom chipboard, if you carefully pull this out, this has your class supply list for Fable Friends. I have the 3 different card designs. I have everything that I used for each of them, and I have the sizes on here as well. Since this is, if you're new to my online classes, on the videos, I don't really like to edit much. I just want it to be more just relaxed and casual, so I don't write the item code or the number or the sizes. You can find it all right here, which is actually a lot easier for you. You don't have to stop the video for that. We will start with the project that's on the card that's on the top, and it has the thick Whisper White card base. And actually, did I do these wrong? Okay, I did these a little bit wrong, but that's okay. I'm looking at my cards and it's not the right card. Okay, so let's do the 3 packet. I've never had to do this before in any of the videos. I was so excited. I had been in Canada and then I came home and I was so excited. Okay, This one is correct. This one is right. This one, we're just gonna switch out the bases, which this doesn't match at all, so I'm sure you could have figured it out. We're just gonna switch out the bases. Now we are right. This is right. Okay. Making you guys work in your classes. All right, I have all of the embossing done for you. I have all the cutting on the Big Shot. We're just gonna stamp and color today. There's no Big Shot work. You don't even have to own a Big Shot for this, but you'll eventually want one if you don't own one yet. Okay, so you'll have 2 of each of these except for the ribbon. You'll have 1 ribbon. And all of the paper that we're coloring on is our watercolor paper. It just is so much nicer to watercolor on. You're going to have this. Here, let me pull out one of my sharper paper snips that I haven't destroyed. I always blame my kids, but sometimes I cut sticky stuff too. So I can't really blame them for everything with my scissors. Okay, put this around. Whoop, shoop, shoop, shoop. This is a beautiful day. It's like overcast, but it's so springy out there. It's probably in the high 50s. It's just so gorgeous today. Oh, nice. So we're gonna pull out our Stays on Black. And the stamps that we're using on this card, we're using the cute little squirrely or chipmunk. I think it is a squirrel, right? Yeah, we're gonna use this one. And then we're using Glad We're Friends. So this would just be a perfect card to give to one of your friends. So we'll do our stamping first. We're gonna use the Old Olive and then our watercolor paper and Glad We're Friends. So I'm gonna open up my Stays On. Stays On is a little stinky, so make sure, and it dries up a little bit faster. So make sure that you'll also, when you're using the Stays On, want to have your cleaner, however you clean your stamps. I highly recommend our Stamp and Mist and Scrub, or some of you might have our new, whatever it's called, the purple thing. I can't think of the name right now, but just make sure you have it ready to go because you'll want to clean your stamps right away if possible. So Glad We're Friends. I'm going to ink that up, and I'm going to stamp it right here, bottom left. Okay, Glad We're Friends, and I'm just going to go ahead and clean it up. I should do this on all my videos anyway. I'm going to set that aside, and then I'm going to ink up my squirrely squirrel, stamping in the circle, press down without rocking back and forth, and then I have my image. I'm going to go ahead in between. I will close up my Stays On. Oh, and I need to clean off that. Just going to clean off my stamp. That helps me when I'm putting things away. I have it already ready to go. Okay, so for this one, we are using the Old Olive, Daffodil, and I know I have crumb cake in there somewhere, right? Or I have, what did I use? I might have used just the brown or the espresso. Okay, that's what I did. I used the espresso. I just did it really light. So let's start with our lightest color. Is that, no, we need the blue too. We're also using the Pacific Point, and that's why I have the paper. I always forget to pull out Pacific Point, and it's a perfect blue color. I'm not really making a lot of little boy cards anymore, so I really would have used this a lot when my kids were little for scrapbook pages and such, but I haven't as much lately. Okay, so I'm just going to, we're going to be using the blender pens, but we can go ahead and just color it in. You don't have to color it completely because the blender pens will just blend it all. So just kind of I'm putting the yellow on there. And then the center of that, I'm going to use this espresso and I'm going to kind of make it dark. Okay? And now I am going to do the body of this. It just really barely, I'm going to do it super light. Okay? Just barely put any on there. Just really lighten it. I'm going to do the same thing with just the body. And then some of this coloring I might do off screen. We will see. Ooh, I accidentally colored where I didn't want to. Okay, so I think I have all that done. Now I'm going to take the Old Olive and I'm going to do the leaf and the stem. Okay. Now I'm going to take this blue and let's see how I have it. I'm going to do it kind of somewhat dark right here on the cap. Just leave that white at the very, very top. And then The little kerchief is going to be the darker, okay? I hope I'm hitting the right spots. I can't really see. And on the sleeves, just this little part right here. And then the rest is just going to be like really light. I'm just going to very lightly put some on there. Okay, perfect. That is all of the coloring. Now we're going to take the blender pen. Hope you guys could see that. I have a little piece of paper out. I don't have one out. I'm going to grab a scrap. I'm just going to grab a little piece of my Whisper White for this. Grab a piece of paper that you can use to change colors, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's start with our flower, and you're just going to color with it and pull it in. If you want to go outside the lines because it's watercolor, you can. I'll give it a little bit of a halo. Try not to pull into the brown because it'll bring the brown in. Okay, I have my yellow, and now I'm going to go on my scrap piece of paper until it runs clear. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'll do the inside. I'm going to do the same thing. You can use the same pen. Just go like this until it, just twist it until it goes clear. Do not, just want to go sideways, okay? I'm going to do my leaf. And you can also use our aqua painters with the watercolor pencils. When you're using bigger areas, that might be a little easier. So I'm going to do the same thing now. I'm just going to start with your dark colors. Get all your little dark colors on here. Oh, I think I forgot to do the stems, didn't I? Okay. And now run it till it goes clean. Give you guys a little bigger picture there. I forgot my stem. Okay. Now I'm going to do the light blue. It's fun because that's the same color that we used to make the dark. Isn't that fun? And I can do a little bit on the top as well. And now I'm going to do the whole body with the brown. Just made it really light. So you really have more than, even though it says only 13 colors, it just depends on how much you're putting on the project. Okay, there we go. There we are. And now I have that all colored and done. Okay, then where did I put my lid? Here it is. Let's make this into a card. We will take, let's start here. We're going to start with our old olive piece. And I'm going to take some of our snail adhesive. I always grab the ones, there we go, that barely have any left. It's good to have a couple of these applicators and have refills ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the bottom, and I'm up about a half of an inch from the bottom. It's going to go over, and we're going to take our scissors and measure this across. So this is your choice. You can do this, the X's, or you can do the stitches. I'm going to do the X's. I'm going to just go right about to here and cut it. And then I'm just using regular kitchen tape. Going to have this go across here and wrap it around and then just tape it. And if you want to add, we're going to add one other thing with the excess that we just cut off. Oops, my tape is a mess. Okay, now I'll just leave it upside down. Okay, now I'm going to take this piece and just fold it in half. This is the Pacific Point cardstock. Okay, and now while we have this upside down, let's go ahead and add the adhesive on all four sides and a little in the middle. A little in the middle, although middle has D's and not T's. I'm going to add that right there. This is a fun card because I don't normally use these colors, so you guys are getting the fun, the non-Robyn. Although I think I did throw a pink one in this class because I couldn't resist. I had to have at least a little bit of pink today, for this one, when I was designing, and it was a rainy day and I needed some pink in my life. Okay, I'm going to add that on there. Now I'm going to turn this over, and I have some of our Stampin' Dimensionals. And I'm just going to do 3. Take the backings off, throw it in your garbage, not on your floor. I'm gonna have this right here, this cute little, so cute. And now if you want, you can take this extra piece. Now I want the stripe or the X's to show, so that I'm gonna show you how to do it. Lay it flat, have it go through flat where the opposite side is up. So slide it underneath your ribbon, and then we're gonna wrap it around like this so the X's are like this. And then we're gonna wrap this one through. When you're pulling the bottom piece through, so if you pull it straight, you're gonna have the hash, whatever they're called, the lines. But as you're pulling the bottom through, twist it towards you and pull it. And then you have your X's showing. That's a fun little trick. I learned that, and I'm just gonna have these go straight across. I learned that years ago when I was a demonstrator the very first time. Okay. Card number 1 is done. I'm putting my scissors away because we don't need the scissors anymore. And we also don't need the tape. Okay, here is card number 1. Ta-da! Ooh, it looks like it's getting, like the color's a little weird. All right, it's not though. There you go. It's a little bright in here today. I don't know why. Let's grab our next stack, which is going to be this one here. And I'm gonna put these into 2 different piles. 2 piles, and you'll have 2 of each. So some of you might have, like, accidentally, when I was laying out this class after it was cut, some of you had maybe 3 stuck together instead of 2, but it's just a bonus. So maybe it's like the golden ticket. If you have the one with 3, let me know. It's going to be so fun, but you won't win anything. You just get an extra piece of cardstock. Okay, this one you have exactly 2 of all of them. And the stamp that we're using, if I can find it, we're using a cute bunny, and we're using Happy Easter, our Easter greetings. So we are going to be stamping on the oval watercolor paper and then the lemon lime twist. I love this color combination. Look at that. So fun. Okay. And take our stays on, get your Stampin' Scrub ready to go. I'm gonna add a little more. I love this. Okay, I was stamping with some friends in Canada, and you know, we all clean our stamps differently. They actually really liked the purple thing that we sell, the chamois or whatever it's called. They loved that, and I've been using this for like 19 years. I love this. So we all have something we like. So if you haven't tried the Stampin' Scrub and missed, this might be what you love. So you'll have to find, you might like our chamois or whatever it's called. ShamWow, I don't think it's called that. But it's kind of made out of the same material. Okay, I'm going to put my bunny right here. Okay, perfect. And I'm going to use Easter greetings. This will be on the bottom right here. Perfect. Oh, it's so beautiful and bright. It looks that bright in person right now. Okay, I'll put that on, set this aside. Now for this one, we're going to use just 3. We'll be using the espresso, the coastal, or is this Bermuda Bay? Although that looks like coastal, doesn't it? And we are using the pink, of course, Melon Mambo. We're gonna start with the pink first, and we're gonna do just the inside of the ears, just a little bit. It's just gonna be a light pink. And I like to give the little cheeky things. Are you cheeky? A little cheeky. And now we're going to take the the Bermuda, and I'm going to color the shirt with this. And if you want the buttons to be the same color, you can. I think I'm leaving my buttons white, if it's possible. We'll try. Okay, and the more you put on this, the darker it'll be. So if you want a really, really dark one, you can add some more. I think we'll make it really dark so it matches more of the... Okay, now what we're gonna do with our espresso is we're gonna start with the dark, and I'm doing the dark on the outside of the body and the feet. And then I'm going to have the center be like a light color. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this in here. Okay. And then up here, this is just going to be light. Not going to be dark. It's just going to be light, just a little bit. Add just a little on here. Isn't this so fun to watercolor? Some of you may have never tried these before. I think I've done one class years ago with the watercolor. I don't even remember doing it, but I'm pretty sure I did one when they first were released. years ago. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my blender pen, and I'm gonna go ahead and start with the ears. I might have made them a little too pink, but they're so cute, right? No, I didn't. They're perfect. Is there such a thing as too pink? I doubt it. Okay, I love it. She's a little, or he's a little flushed. And now I'm going to do the shirt. It's so fun. I love it. And you can have it go outside a little bit because it's the watercolor. Okay. So gorgeous. And now I'm going to change color, so we have to remember to use our scrap piece of paper until it runs clear. I'm going to start with my light brown. Make sure you don't hit that pink or you're going to have like a pinky brown, which is probably okay actually. I'm going to have this all go together. Isn't this fun? Do the same thing, start with the center. Now we're going to do the darker brown. There we go. There we are. Run it till it goes clear. And my lid. Now we can go ahead and put this together. So we'll start with the base on this one. I'm using Thick Whisper White, which is super thick. So it's nice to give it a quick score. So I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. And fold it in half. And then I can use my bone folder. There we go. And now I will go ahead and take my embossed piece. I'm going to use, I love this card so much. I love these colors. They're just so bright. And it was the first day of spring. Our first day of spring was this past week. Love it. It's perfect doing these. Although Easter's not until the end of, or I think it's the 3rd week in April. It's like the 20-something, right? 19th or the 21st, something like that. Okay. I'll go ahead and take my beautiful bright lemon lime twist. I'm going to have this go flush on the bottom, across. My adhesive, I'm going to have this right here. Perfect. Take we all know what's coming, right? I'm just putting it together online, but we all know. This part is not super hard. Okay. Have this done, turn it over, grab I'm going to do 4 for this one. 4 for that one. Take the backings off, and there we go, right here, and here is card number 2. Yay! Love it! Okay. We're on to our last card now. I saved the pink for last. You know what they say, save the best for last. I saved the pink for last, which is the best. I love the best. I love the best of pink. So we'll have 2 of each of all of these as well. Some of you might have 3. I'm not sure how that happened, but it happens. I am a human, an imperfect human sometimes. You know, that's how it works. All right, we're going to stamp first, and with this one, we're going to be stamping Happy Spring, because we haven't used that one yet, and we're using the mama duck and her ducklings, of course. So let's start with Happy Spring. Oh, I don't think I cleaned off my other stamps. It's okay. I'll figure it out. I'll do it in just a second. We're going to start with Happy Spring, and we're going to stamp that on the oval. Dun, da, da, da. Okay, set that aside. And now we're going to start, we're doing a little fun scene. Are you making a scene? I'm wondering if, let's see here. Okay, I'm just kind of putting that there so I make sure I leave enough room for the babies. So I have Mama Duck. Come on, guys. It's springtime. Okay, Mama, hurry up. Mama. Oh, this one's right on top. That's totally fine because that's how little ducklings are. They love their mother duck, their mommy duck. They love them so much. So for this one, we're going to be using the Daffodil Delight Melon Mambo. Where did you hide? Oh, it's already out. Melon Mambo. And then we're using the pumpkin pie because we're going to do all of their beaks are going to be the pumpkin pie. Oops. Just give them a little bit of a swatch. You don't need to even put much on them. And we're going to do the hat. Oh, wait, we should do the yellow next, the daffodil. So I'm doing the daffodil on the body of the mama. Oh, I forgot to do the feet. We'll do the feet with pumpkin pie in a minute. Okay. But we have the yellow out now, so just get all of the little babies and their little fuzzy little furry bodies and their little wingies. They're so cute. Okay, doing that. Make sure their neck, their little neck area. And this little one. I think it'd be really fun if I would have thought about this to make this little boy, a little boy shirt. That'd been fun. I didn't think of it when I was doing it though. Okay, let's do their feet. Orange. I just like kind of swipe a little bit of color. I'm not really even like doing much coloring. Now for this one, I'm going to do the kind of dark for the hat is going to be kind of dark. And then the baby hats, I'm just doing these ones, theirs are going to be kind of the darker pink. And her little like rim. This one, the whole hat's gonna be pink. Do whatever you want, actually. Okay, am I doing it right? Yes. Okay, and then this one back here. You could do any color you want, actually. And then I'm gonna take this and just kind of do a light. Oops, I just want this one to be kind of light. Am I doing this dark? Okay, and I'm doing her little straps around her neck dark. I'm doing all of this kind of light. Okay. All right. Let's take our blender pen. We're going to start with the yellow, the daffodil. Did I clean that off? I think I did. Make sure that you run it clear first. That's super important. And because we're using the watercolor pencil, the watercolor paper, it's so much smoother. If you do this with the regular cardstock, it's not going to be as smooth of a transition for the watercolor because it's just really is perfect for that. All right, and then we're going to run it clear on our scrap piece of paper. Let's do the beaks and the feet. So fun. Oh. We've never had ducks. We have little chicks. We have chickens, and they were chicks. I raised them from the time they were chicks. I've never had ducks. I heard ducks are really good, you know, pets, and they lay a lot of eggs as well. But we haven't. I don't think we ever will. We're chicken people. Sorry, guys and girls. Sorry, little ducklings. But you're so cute. Okay, here we go. And then do the pockets because they're the darker ones. And okay, and now wipe it clean, and then we're going to do just the very light. This looks a little bit different. All right, we are done. I think I might have missed a spot. You might be yelling at your screen, Robyn, you forgot this part, but that's okay. It still is gonna look fabulous. Let's take our thick Whisper White cardstock, and we're gonna again score this at 4 1/4. Okay, and fold this in half. And let's go ahead and add our Melon Mambo. And it looks really bright because I have my studio lighting. It's really, I mean, normally I'm pulling it off of the lights. It's bright, but it's not like fluorescent. It's really pretty though, huh? Okay, I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add my my strip of the daffodil. I just wanted to pull out the color behind it. This is up about an inch. Whoops, I did this one. Sorry, I did this one wrong. This one is supposed to just hang out just a little bit. So this one goes like this. Okay, and now we are going to take some dimensionals and add them to the back of our ovals. Okay, and I'm going to put those right here. And then, isn't that so cute? Perfect spot for the ovals. And then we're going to add dimensionals, or if you have our adhesive foam strips, these work great with big, large pieces like this. I'm just going to do 6. Like that. Okay. And I'm going to put this right here in the middle, like that. And there is our last card. So you made all 3 of these designs in this class. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for signing up. I have a lot of fun classes coming up soon. I'm feeling so inspired to share them with you guys. So keep your eye out for my next online class. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.